Netflix's Ultraman Rising is a film filled with more liquids and gases than I normally care for, but I'll be darned if I don't like the colors. I'm calling this drink Emi Spit, after exactly what you think, and it's made with a whipped cream flavored vodka, blue curaçao, pineapple juice, and coconut water, and some bluefish candy just for fun. In a shaker, combine 1.5 ounces of that whipped cream flavored vodka, 1/4 ounce blue curaçao, 2 ounces of pineapple juice, and 3 ounces of coconut water. Shake it with some ice to chill and strain it into whatever glass best resembles her containment chamber. Drop in some blue candy fish if you so desire, and enjoy. Cheers! Quite a lot of Ultraman Rising figures were released right from the get-go, with size, price points, and articulation options for any collection. I went with the Figuarts to have the most proportionate, most articulated versions. To my surprise, Best Buy, of all places, had the Figuarts for $35 right in time for the movie's release. However, also to my surprise, it was just the Ultraman himself and did not include the little Emi. I don't know why. For the full set that you see here, you have to import it, at least as of the recording of this video. I got mine from HobbyLink Japan, where it retailed for around 7,000 yen, or about $45. A small price to pay for an amazing Emi figure, who is also itty-bitty. Standing just under 3 centimeters tall, I'm amazed that they were able to get such tiny joints for her arms and legs. You've got full 360-degree rotation at the hips, and she would have full rotation at the arms if her head wasn't in the way. Now her head is on a ball joint, so she can look a little bit up and down. However, since most of the weight of the figure is in that massive head, the simple movement of making it look up or down is enough to significantly change the figure's balance. While she is capable of balancing on just her 2 feet, she does come with a tiny little tail stand, which helps immensely. The instructions on the inside flap say not to misplace it, but it's a 0.5 centimeter long and cast in clear plastic, so good luck. Ultraman stands up to 7.5 inches tall, and I'm impressed at his ability to stay upright too. Now it's not super easy, but it's absolutely doable. I thought for sure this guy was going to fall over as a floppy mess, but the joints are tight enough to keep him posed and upright, even with those tiny legs and feet. The feet have articulation at the toes, which is a neat feature. Is that standard for the Figuarts line? A couple of joints at the ankle, double-jointed knees, and joints at the thighs with ball-jointed hips round out the leg articulation. Some movement in the chest, ball joint at the base of the neck, and a nice range of motion for the head, which allows him to look straight out for his flying pose. Now the arms are awesome. Not only is there a ball joint for the shoulder, but that whole section can pivot forward. The bicep swivel, double jointed elbows, and a couple of joints in the wrist round out the arm articulation. Then you have some swappable accessories. As mentioned earlier, there are some instructions on the inside flaps of the package, and these show how to swap the parts around. The entire front of the helmet pops off. It's cast in a translucent blue plastic, which allows you to see the eyes underneath. The eye sections can then pop out to be swapped out with eyes looking in other directions. It's a neat feature, but not one that I think I'll use very often. Then you have 5 types of hands. He comes with the fists attached to a tiny ball joint, which makes me nervous, but they're easy to pop on and off. Then there's the slightly grippy hands, the flat-fingered specium beam hands, the relaxed hands, and the open hands. Finally, there's the color timers. He comes with the blue one already installed. There's a tiny ridge at the top where you can get your nail into to pop it out. You can then swap it out with the red one if you so choose. Now just a heads up, all of these accessories are pretty tiny, so I'm going to keep mine in the tray to make sure they're all organized and accounted for. The posability on this guy is incredible, and while I'm more used to posing kaiju, I do have some human figures. However, those usually come with stands or bases to help keep them in poses. I think this guy would greatly benefit from some kind of stand, especially for things like the flying poses. There are no holes in the feet or on the back to plug things into, so you'd need some kind of claw or something. However you may feel about Ultraman's design in this film, or about the film itself, I think we can all agree that this is a pretty well done figure in terms of paint, screen-accurate sculpt, and articulation. I know we've been lamenting the rising costs of the Monster Arts line, but I think this Figuarts offers a great value for the price point, even after the international shipping costs. Hopefully this one makes it to the US, or at least an accessory set with the Emi. Until then, good luck on your hunt, thanks for watching, and please drink responsibly.